All right, guys, we got another video here, and this one is titled Women Hating Happily Singled Men, the Male Loneliness Epidemic. Let's check this one out, guys.
The men literally created the male loneliness epidemic for themselves.
For whatever reason, my entire feed is talking about the male loneliness epidemic, and here's the thing.
Male loneliness epidemic? Yeah. Do you want to know the last time a man held a door open for me? Do you want to know the last time a man wanted to see me in the daylight?
Male loneliness epidemic? Oh no, poor thing.
Many of these females seems to have a very huge misunderstanding. There isn't a male loneliness epidemic. In reality, it's something they want to become true, even though it isn't. Men are walking away willingly, not because of women.
When men feel that they've lost control, they get angry. So, as women are now waking up and no longer deciding to even have a man in their life, no longer allowing men to even reproduce because we do hold the cards.
You know, there's a lot of bitterness. There is a lot. I have noticed this. There is a lot of bitterness in social media, especially on the women's side. You're not going to see men doing these videos, making this content, jumping on these platforms, bitching and moaning about these things, guys. And that's how I know they're touched. That's how I know that a lot of these women are upset, because they take the time out of their day to go out here and make these videos. If they were happy, if everything was going hunky-dory, these videos would not be made. Okay, this woman here with the two different eyes, she's miserable, and she had to come out and say something bad. Whenever they get upset, whenever a lot of these women get mad, they have to poke at the men. It's almost like nobody's talking to me, nobody's putting me number one, nobody's trying to date me, and because of that, I'm angry inside and I want to lash out. So doing that, I'm going to make videos bashing men. It is what it is, guys.
On who even gets to have a family partnership with a woman gets another them. We get to decide that. And many women are collectively deciding to kill off the human race than to continue the human race with the selection of men that we have now. You can call it natural selection. I call it conscious evolution.
Here's my hot take on why there's a male loneliness epidemic. This is the first time ever in history that men had to actually work for a woman's attention, affection, love. They've always been girls. We just had no choice but to kowtow to them. But guess what, ladies? Ever since World War II, mark my words, they lined up all the hot, handsome, strong, smart, powerful men, and they put them on the front line. So ladies, the reason why we don't like men, it's not because they suddenly became girls. It's because this is the first time ever in history they had to actually work for our attention.
Bitch, shut up!
Wow. You know what's so crazy? There's so many delusional women out here who don't know what the hell they're talking about, and they try to cope the best way they can. And sometimes this is the result of that. This is just women trying to cope, and this is all they can do, guys. What else are they going to do? It's like a cockroach caught with the lights on. Nowhere to run, nowhere to turn.
You ain't lying.
Right? And this is what I'm looking at here, this chick with this ball cap on, who I guarantee you doesn't have a man, who wants a man, but because she can't get one, she's on these platforms and she's lashing out.
Yeah. Really now?
And we don't need that anymore. Okay?
This woman has no idea what she's talking about, because she's trying to center women in a problem that isn't about them. She's framing the male loneliness epidemic like it's just men struggling to get female attention, as if the solution is simply work harder and compete more. That completely misses the point. Male loneliness isn't just about dating. It's about a lack of real connection, purpose, brotherhood, and direction in a lot of men's lives. What she's doing is taking a deeper issue and shrinking it down into something that revolves around women, because that's the only lens she's choosing to look through. Saying women don't need men anymore doesn't explain why men feel isolated, even when dating isn't part of the equation. There are men who aren't even focused on women at all and still feel disconnected because the real issue is bigger than relationships. The reality is, a lot of men today don't have strong friend groups, don't have spaces where they can be open without being judged, and don't feel like they have a clear role or value in society.
It's not a male loneliness epidemic. It's men wanting women to act like men. And then your raging homophobia doesn't even allow you to see what you're actually wanting is a man. Like, just kiss each other already. Like, I know you want to. It's genuinely okay. Most of us are actually fine with that.
Wow. That's a new one. I can read this chick off the bat, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong on this one. I see an unattractive female here who can't get a date, who can't get a man to give her any attention, and as a result, she's now calling men gay. Okay? That's my assumption just by watching this, and she's miserable. She's miserable. I've seen women like this. I've actually spoken to women like this in the past, and I actually broke a couple of them down, and this is some of the stuff that they were spewing, guys, and it's sad. It's very sad. And if I was her, I would do something about it. And what I would do about it is take my ass to the gym, okay, lay off of all of the fat and the liquors and whatever else she's taken into her body, and start there, okay? But instead of focusing on bettering herself, she's going to lash out and she's going to call men gay and whatever else she can come up with, guys, because nobody's looking at her fat body.
Some of us might even want to watch a little. I don't know.
You need help.
Male loneliness epidemic. Yeah. Do you want to know the last time a man held the door open for me? Do you want to know the last time a man wanted to see me in the daylight? Do you want to know the last time a man bought me flowers? Do you want to know the last time a man picked me up for a date? I'm sorry that I'm not jumping at the opportunity to be treated like complete fucking dog shit. I'm sorry that I'm not jumping at the opportunity to receive the bare minimum from a man. At the end of the day, I can do all those things for me, and I can do it without some man bitching and whining and moaning in my ear about it.
Then why are you on social media talking about it? Why not just do it? See, that's the thing. That's how you know that she's not able to just do that, because she's on social media, because she's coping, guys. That's exactly what you see right here. She's upset because she can't get a man to commit, and now she's lashing out on social media. She's giving her own self away. If she was unbothered by it, she wouldn't even be on here talking about it. That's the thing. All the women who actually feel this way, I'm not, and there are some out here, believe it or not, there are a lot of men and women who feel like they are just good by themselves and they continue to move like that. Not a lot, but there are some out there. And those people are the ones you never see. You're never going to hear on social media. They're just living their life. Now, the ones who feel opposite of that, that's like her. She's on social media. She's bitching and moaning because she's hurt inside. She's really hurt and she doesn't know what to do. And that's what this is, guys.
I dated a guy one time and he told me, well, I can't buy you flowers that much because then you're just going to expect it. And it's not going to be as special. Why isn't it just like a normal thing that you regularly do? And I also had to ask for flowers. And he never held the door open for me. The last time I was involved with a man that I wanted to date, he threatened to delete my nudes when I pissed him off. And then he gaslit me and called me crazy. And the whole time he was talking to a complete other girl.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, the ones they're into aren't into them. And that's really why she's on here. She's frustrated because she can't get her way with these guys. Now, she can get a simp. Okay, she's not ugly. She can go out here. She probably has a couple in her phone right now. But guess what? The problem with that is she could give two shits about those guys, right? She's going to walk all over those guys. Those guys are going to do any and everything she wants them to do. And that's not a challenge for her. She doesn't like that. So she's going to go after the bad boys, after the ones who could give two shits about them. And that's what most pretty girls tend to go for. They want to be challenged. They want to know that this guy's not going to text them back immediately. But the problem with that is they're going to continue to do that. And when they get tired of it, that's when you see videos like this.
And also, I don't really feel like getting into a relationship and then immediately being pressured by society to get married, have children, start a family, because apparently that's all that women are good for in this day and age. And I've done the math. My life is just a whole lot better and easier without a man.
She doesn't want a man who wants her. That's all this is. That's why she doesn't want to marry those guys. Now, if that guy who gaslit her and did all those things were to ask for her hand in marriage, I guarantee you she would say yes.
In my life dating me, because at the end of the day, I don't need to depend on them for happiness, and I'm way better off on my own. And until a man wants to treat me right, then I'm fine being single. So Maybe do better.
This woman is projecting. She's stating that male loneliness exists because men aren't being chivalrous to women. She asks, "Do you want to know the last time a man bought me flowers or picked me up for a date?" But again, she's choosing those men. She's trying to justify the existence of the male loneliness epidemic by framing it as a cosmic punishment for men failing to meet her personal standards of service. This is a classic bait and switch, where she ignores the reality of her own poor vetting process and instead
Facts.
blames an entire gender's emotional state on their refusal to perform for her. The irony here is palpable. She laments the lack of traditional chivalry while simultaneously participating in the very culture that has devalued it. If a man isn't buying her flowers or picking her up, it's a reflection of the specific dynamic she has fostered or the specific men she's attracted to, not a symptom of a global male crisis.
Can we just abandon in general the idea that the word simp is a bad thing? Because I got news for you. Us ladies don't feel that way. The hottest thing that a guy can be is a simp for you.
They like simps because they can make them do whatever they want. They can step all over them. They can date other men if they want to, guys, because the simp just wants their attention. The simp is the guy who says, you know what? I know you're cheating on me. I know you like other men and you're dealing with them. But as long as I get my time, I don't care what you do. Yes, it hurts. Yes, I am a simp. But please just keep giving me some of that box and I'll do whatever you want. I can't help myself. That's why they like simps. But sooner or later, they always get tired of the simp. They always leave the simp. They use them. They throw them away for the guy who they actually want. It's storybook, guys. You can't make it up.
Simp doesn't mean weak. Simp doesn't mean that he's your little bitch. What it means is that he is so obsessed with you, enamored with you, would do anything for you because he cares and loves you so much. That's what a simp is.
I'd rather be stuck on an island with some weird millionaire hunting me, trying to kill me and me trying to escape.
A simp is somebody who does that but doesn't get that in return. That's what a simp is, okay? That's the difference, all right? You're doing these things, you're confessing your love, and you're showing them every single way that you can, and they are not returning it, not even in the slightest, guys, okay? That's what a simp is. That's what a true simp is.
Anybody who told you, fellas, that we wouldn't want that is lying to you because they're trying to keep all the hoes for themselves. If guys are telling each other, yeah, don't be a simp, bro. Why not? Because you don't want your girl to feel loved and appreciated, secure. Sounds like a him problem. So dudes, simple way. We freaking love it.
The male loneliness epidemic is just a fancy way of saying that a huge number of men are bringing absolutely nothing to the table, and women have finally stopped pretending that's okay. That's it. That's the whole thing. And men are literally undateable in record numbers. They're not growing. They're not evolving. They're not doing the emotional work.
And what are you, Miss Tattoo? What would you call yourself, right? And all they do is make blanket statements, right? That's all they do. And all you see on social media mainly are women that are having these conversations and that are expressing their frustration, guys, because the guy that they're super into is just not into them and treats them like dog shit, right? And they can't stand that. They can't. And they don't want the guy who wants them. They never want the men who want them. That's the thing. That's really the issue here, okay? And if they get that guy and they give that guy a chance, it's only a matter of time. It's just they're on borrowed time because sooner or later they're going to dump them for a guy that could give two shits about them. And then they want to jump back on social media and complain again. It's just nature taking its course, repeating itself for a lot of these women. Because I'm not going to sit here and say all women, because I have a wife, I have friends who have wives, and we love our wives dearly. And these are some of the good ones. But there are a lot, and I do mean a lot, of undesirables out here, guys.
Not bringing partnership to the table. They're not even bringing basic respect to the table. Now the women have to put up with it? No, we're choosing not to. And suddenly it's a fucking crisis. Who? It's not a crisis for the women. Women are out here thriving on their own. And that's the funny thing about it too. You look at any time this topic comes up on social media, blaming women for the male loneliness epidemic. Like, are you on drugs? Are you fucking kidding me? It's so ridiculous. You're undateable, Sash. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry. If the bar is on the floor and men are still tripping over it, that is not a girl's problem. That is a them problem. Go to therapy, read a book, learn how to cook a meal, learn how to regulate your emotions, learn how to be a genuine partner to someone, and then maybe, just maybe, you'll get chosen. Because that's what it is now. It is a choice, and you have to be worth choosing.
What these women don't understand is that single is not lonely. The male loneliness epidemic exists solely in the delusion of brainwashed misandrists who seek to pathologize the male experience. Only deluded misandrists are obsessively trying to convince and brainwash women into joining in that delusion, creating a narrative of despair where none exists. This forced sympathy is nothing more than a veil for control, an attempt to make men feel fundamentally broken so they can be fixed according to a specific social agenda. The reality is that many men are finding peace, purpose, and profound clarity in their own company. There is a massive distinction between the physical state of being alone and the emotional state of being lonely. Yet modern discourse deliberately blurs these lines to manufacture a crisis. By framing independent men as victims of an epidemic, these critics attempt to strip away the agency and contentment found in self-reliance.
I feel like as a darker complex woman, dark-skinned Black woman at that, African woman at that, you know how they say Black women are at the bottom of the barrel? I feel like we are literally the ground, the concrete. We are the dirt. Because ain't no way that I'm sitting on this patio and all the Black men that I see in this patio are with women of, and it's no shade to my sister girls, but I don't see them with not one Black chocolate girl. They're all fair-skinned, light-skinned, we're not Black. And this is Atlanta. This is supposed to be Chocolate City. You want to know the only time that I have seen a Black girl this whole time I was sitting here was walking with a white man. That's the only time that I saw a darker complex woman that looks like me.
You know what? I don't feel bad.
Yeah, that sounds like a her problem though, honestly, man. And I don't know why women continue to worry about what other people are doing and trying to compare it to their own situation. Okay, that's where they're wrong in the first place at, guys. It's because of what they've seen. Just because you haven't seen it with your own eyes, you can't be everywhere all the time. Okay, just because you're not seeing it with your own eyes does not mean that it's happening. Okay, or that it's not happening. It is happening. Okay, it's just not happening to you. So you might want to look at yourself, figure out what, or maybe something you need to change in your life, right? And figure out why you're not with anyone. Think about your last relationship and what went wrong with that. See, women won't do that. They won't think of that. They won't observe. They will not look at their past and try to figure out, hey, man, could it possibly be me? Could I have done something to make this man that I used to talk to and love just walk away? They're not going to take their part in, is what I'm saying a lot of the time. So just really focus on yourself. Stop worrying about what other people are doing, who other people are dating. Worry about yourself.
For the male loneliness epidemic is because they truly do it to themselves. Like when women are single for a little bit, I would say we get upset. Some of us are okay. You know, I've gotten over it. But you do have those moments of like, what if something's wrong with me? You know, I should really work on this. I should work on that. I should go to therapy. You know, I should try to put myself out there, do more things, say yes to more things. And then when men are single, they're like, these women are just so shallow. They don't like me because I'm ugly. It's all their fault. They have too high of standards. I can't fit that. Like they literally make it everybody else's problem.
You know, I'm going to end it with this and I'll say this and walk away. But this chick is not attractive. Okay. On a 1 to 5, on a 1 to 10 scale, guys, she's a 4, and that's being generous. But she's upset. she's upset right now because whoever she was dating, her dating life in general, has not measured up to what she thought it may have or needed to be, and she's simply venting. Okay, it kills me when women get on here, guys, and they make blanket statements about men and what they're doing or what they're not doing and why it is. Okay, they just need to focus on themselves, and that's one of the things that they just continue to overlook. Worry about yourself. Stop looking around, worrying about other people, and just focus on you. Be the best you can be so you can be that person for somebody else. That's really the advice I could give if anybody's out there listening, especially if you're a female and you're having, or you feel you're having an issue finding a man, keeping a man. Guys, it starts from within. It really, truly does, guys. How you treat that man, how you speak to that man, how you carry yourself, okay? The things that you stand for, all these things are important. All these things matter, okay? Listening to these false idols out here, these entertainers out here who are telling you guys to do certain things and how it's okay to be single and all these, guys, don't. Stop the madness. Stop the cap, okay? Hopefully it can get better for you if you take heed and really, truly want to change. It can work for you. I honestly believe that it could for some of you out here. But if you're going to have the same mindset a lot of these women have on these platforms, nothing's going to happen. It's going to be over with. It's probably over for you now. And with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for watching the video. Guys, if you enjoyed it, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I drop content every single day on this channel. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.